right here are parts direct from GMK. And here are wires directly from GMK. All right, so GMK, China. Hey, thank you, Tree Leaf, by the way, for more titties. Fucking love titties. All right, first things first, we are going to compare a China wire to a GMK wire. So, China wire is going to be on the left side, closer to the camera once I switch to it. And GMK wire is going to be on the right side. All right, so China, GMK. Let's actually get a little bit closer because we can. All right, don't mind the semen stains. I mean the yogurt stains. So this is GMK. This is China. Let us compare them. We can tell that the metal is different. Okay, the metal is different. However, the thickness of the two wires look identical. At a very close look, we can see that there is some texturing on the Chinese wire right here. You can see some texturing, whereas this looks a little bit more smooth, right? You guys can see that. Let me try and focus better. Focusing is hard when it's manual. There we go. And then let's do a side to side. So this side is China, this side is GMK. Can you feel the surface different? It is way too minute. Keep in mind the size that you guys see is enormous. Like this is my thumb. This is my pinky. Like it's huge. So this is China, this one. This is GMK. So the wires should match up in size. So they do match up in size. It's really hard to stack one on top of the other, but they are the same size. Honestly, I don't see a problem with it. The wire looks okay. Okay. So let's take the China wire. That's this one. Put it aside. So the wire is obviously of a lower quality. That's fine as long as it works. Next, we want to look at the housings. So this is a cherry clip-in. And this are the this is a GMK screw-in. Okay, so clip-in via clip-in is China, screw-in is actually cherry. Okay. So already this one looks like it has a lot more texture, but this is the GMK one. So that's quite interesting. Let's try and look at it from the top and see if we can tell anything of importance. They look relatively clean. So that's the cherry screw-in. Sorry, that's the cherry clip-in from China. This, Simon, do you not use Duroc Everglide stabs? I buy stabs that are $5 that happen to be more consistent than Durocs for ATKL. So, this is hard, okay? Nobody make fun of me, okay? All right, so that's GMK screw-in. This is Chinese cherry clip-in. It doesn't look too terrible. Let me see if I can notice anything on the insides. They actually look, if anything, the Chinese clip-in actually looks smoother in terms of the plastic than the actual GMK screw-in from GMK Direct. So they look pretty good at close inspection. Also, thank you, Daphne, for all the titties. I saw TX at 14 and 16. Which would you buy? I would buy the normal ones, which is 14. The 16 is some new meme, and I generally don't buy into new memes because I don't trust new memes to not be shit. Because historically, they kind of are. Alright, so that's part one of the inspection done. What is the difference between retooled versus what you have here? What I have is, for the GMK screw-ins, they're pre-tool. And for the cherry clip-ins, they were never retooled. So the clip-ins have always been good. So everything is different. All right, we're going to test the most difficult test, okay? I'm not gonna use the 7U wire. The 7U wire is straight, by the way. It is perfectly straight. It is unbelievably straight. It's more straight than I will ever be in my life. Like, this is very, very straight. I wish I could be this straight. We're not gonna test this. What we're gonna test is a GMK lubed 2U versus a China lube 2U, and we're gonna compare. We're gonna compare from a sound and feel perspective. Now, let me get a nice testing PCB. All right, this is a nice testing PCB. So for the GMK, because my brain is very large, I already have them pre-made. That is not a GMK. Are you a GMK? No, you're not. All right, let's look again. There we go. So these are GMK screw-ins with the screws that are nice and lubed for that lubed goodness. Okay, so what we're going to do is put one on the backspace, and we're going to put one on the shift. Or actually, we'll do the enter, because they're decently close together. Shouldn't you do enter and left shift? They're different sizes. I want to stick to the same key sizes so it's easier to compare the sound. And obviously I don't want one on one side and one on the other side because any acoustic differences are gonna throw me off. I'm mostly trying to do enter and left shift are the same size key. Yes, except one is surrounded by this much material and this one is surrounded by not as much material. The PCB ends right here. By being on the end of a PCB, the left side is going to be higher pitched than either side here. Right? Right? So by doing two keys that are the same size and in the same general area, it gives us the best comparison. Unless I had two PCBs. That would be the best comparison. Alright, so we're going to make one of these and we're going to prep it, lube it the same exact way we normally do. Alright, first things first, we're gonna need to clip it, okay? Clipping is very important. Let me go get my clips.